Sony has killed the old web version of the PlayStation Store, and the forever physical hashtag that is trending on Twitter has got to be one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. After news leaked last week that Sony was closing down the stores that will allow you to buy PS3, PS Vita, and PSP games, they are now quietly closing off the web-based store to access those games. Now, before we get into this any further, if you guys are new here and you enjoy what you see throughout this video, I'd really appreciate you hitting that subscribe button to help this channel grow and help grow this community so we can have great conversations in the comments below. So back in October, as it says here, Sony launched a new web and mobile store that did not allow you to access PlayStation 3, PSP, and PS Vita games, but you were still able to access that stuff through the web store. And it looks like that web store has now been deleted. Sony just went out and did it and hasn't really made an announcement about it. But this comes from Reset Era, where people were trying to access the old web version of the PlayStation Store, and this is the screen that they were getting. Sony's old web store now returns an error message on the revamped store, and you can't access anything to try to get a hold of those older games. On top of that, it redirects you to the web store, which only includes the PS4 and the PS5 games. Now, this is something we knew was happening, as there was this report here from The Gamer last week where there was a verified source by The Gamer that said that the PSP, the PS3 stores will be closing on July 2nd, and the PS Vita store will stay open until August 27th. Then after those dates, you will no longer be able to purchase digital copies of games or DLC for any of the Sony consoles that were mentioned. So this is coming if you're somebody that owns any of those games or wants to try any of those games. Your time is quickly running out. Now, there's a couple of things here that are funny and stupid and annoying that have come out about this. One, the annoying thing is that Sony hasn't even mentioned this to anyone. They're just kind of going behind the scenes as they do, and they're shutting things down, and they're making changes that will affect a lot of people who want to have access to these games and have access to these games and potentially won't be able to download them in the future once these stores are closed. Now, what's funny and stupid is what is now trending on Twitter because of the fact that Sony is closing down their stores, and that is the forever physical hashtag and people trying to tell others not to subscribe to Xbox Game Pass. So if you know anything about me, you would know that I do absolutely love physical games. I have a collection of physical games. You can go into my channel and see older videos where I would do my pickups videos of older games, retro games, a lot of Xbox 360 games, and I love them. I love the box art. I love the manuals. I love the fact of actually having the tangible item in my hands. But now we're in an era where I am realizing that physical games are dead. They're kind of pointless to even think about getting. It really started back with the Xbox One era, or at least with the launch of Xbox Game Pass. And because of that realization, I've gone full physical, and I'm going full Xbox Game Pass and whatever other subscription services that will come out. Like if PlayStation put out a subscription service where they put their first party games on day one, I would go completely over to that as well and have Xbox Game Pass and a PlayStation subscription. But this forever physical hashtag makes absolutely no sense, and a lot of people are saying that it is literally just Sony fanboys who are coming out and saying this. And honestly, if you go through a lot of the accounts, you can see that it probably is just Sony fanboys who are coming out and trying to push this forever physical thing, because they are seeing the success of Xbox Game Pass. They are seeing the fact that Xbox Game Pass provides you great value for a little bit amount of money. The subscribers continue to grow and will continue to grow and will be the industry leader throughout this entire generation. I don't think there's anything right now that PlayStation or Nintendo could do to catch Xbox Game Pass. Even if PlayStation were to put their games on Game Pass on day one, they're still going to be behind the ball when it comes to that. They'll get a lot of subscribers, obviously, for that, but I still think that Xbox Game Pass has that foot in the door with developers, with publishers, and just with the goodwill that they've been doing with the service. And you can see tweets like this where people are pointing to things like limited run games who are now using this as a marketing avenue for their business. And I mean, more power to them. It's a great thing to play off of, because limited run games do make cool physical editions of games. A lot of people, I think, who purchase limited run games are probably are purchasing it for the Nintendo Switch. I mean, I could be wrong on that. It's just what I see based off of social media and people posting their limited run games. A lot of the versions they are getting are for the Nintendo Switch. But here's the thing. This is something that PlayStation is doing. Xbox still allows you to go onto their store and play and download Xbox 360 and original Xbox games. I mean, the ones that are available. And PlayStation here is the one that has started this kind of forever physical hashtag, or people being upset about going digital because they're shutting down their stores. And they're going about it in such a quiet way where they're not even saying anything. It's websites who are getting verified information from behind the scenes that are reporting this. PlayStation hasn't come out and made any statements. But if you're a company like Limited Run Games, I think I saw Play Asia do it as well. This forever physical hashtag is literally the best marketing tool for them now. I don't know about their game specifically. Maybe their game specifically, the entire game is on the actual cartridge or on the actual disc that they send you. So they may have a great point for wanting to buy your games through Limited Run. But in reality, the majority of these games have those major day one patches that you still need to download, even if you are to put in the disc into your system, even if you own the game physically. And this is a great tweet here about the forever physical and Xbox Game Pass. Users are happy, devs are happy, publishers are happy. Who is sad? Just the ponies fanboys. I mean, that makes a lot of sense because people are seeing how good Xbox Game Pass is doing. You literally can't beat the service, and why would you want to spend $70 when you can spend $15 and get access to hundreds of games as well as the day one games and just save a ton of money? The Xbox Series X and S this generation right now is a significantly better console than the PlayStation 5. Now you can go on my channel, you'll see that I do a lot of Xbox news, so you could think this is just a pro Xbox fanboy channel, and you would be definitely mistaken on that. Xbox has been giving us so much positive news. It has been so easy to be happy with what they are doing, with how pro-consumer friendly they are. Let's just take a quick look at it. First of all, you have backwards compatibility, which is the industry leading right now in backwards compatibility on a console. You have the auto HDR and the FPS boost. On top of that, they allow you, if you unlock the developer mode, to install an emulator where you literally can play backwards compatible games or retro games from any generation, from Nintendo, from PlayStation. Secondly, the console itself, the Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series S, are significantly better looking consoles, smaller consoles, better built consoles than the PlayStation 5. It's been proven multiple times. I've had other videos on this. Basically, they don't get as hot. There are no issues in the heating. I mean, there's more power under the hood of the Xbox Series X compared to the PlayStation 5, and physically, it is a ton smaller. Thirdly, Xbox Game Pass is the most consumer-friendly and best service in gaming right now. You're paying $10 to $15 a month, depending on your region, depending on which of these subscriptions you're getting, whether you're getting Ultimate or just for console or PC. You're getting access to a ton of great games. You're getting access to first-party Xbox Game Studio games, and now we're seeing first-party, third-party games coming onto the service. The actual service itself cannot be beat. And then we see things like this, just with the moves that Xbox is making gaming more accessible and better for all of us as consumers. You look at what has just come out recently about the PlayStation Now offering that 1-month membership for $1. This would have never happened if it was not for Xbox Game Pass offering that $1 subscription. Amongst other things like crossplay. If it wasn't for Xbox really trying to push crossplay, I would doubt that we would be able to be playing right now with PlayStation users in games like Apex Legends and Call of Duty Warzone. So in my opinion, people trying to shut down Xbox Game Pass with this forever physical hashtag and saying don't subscribe to Xbox Game Pass literally are just mad that Xbox is doing great this generation. And it seems like this is the trend when it comes to consoles, is that every generation there's kind of a switch between which company does well and is pro-consumer and which company just kind of rests on their laurels and doesn't do well and is not great for the consumers, and people who don't want to see that are the ones that are missing out. The PlayStation 4 destroyed the Xbox One. Right now, the Series X and Series S, in my opinion, are destroying the PlayStation 5 in terms of what it offers a consumer. Now, this does not mean that the PlayStation 5 is a bad console by any means. It just means that the Xbox Series X and S are doing such great things for consumers that if you're somebody who is a fanboy, you're going to close your eyes to it and you're not going to notice it. And if this was the other way around and the PlayStation 5 was doing a lot of the stuff that the Xbox is doing, I would be the first person to come out and say PlayStation 5 is doing a great job. I just wanted to do this little rant for this forever physical hashtag, and this is coming from somebody who absolutely loves physical games. If I had it my way, there would be like an Xbox Game Pass service where you actually get the physical game and you get the full color booklet and the cool box art and everything, but that's unrealistic. We're in 2021. Digital is the future, and it has made gaming better with Xbox Game Pass. Without Xbox Game Pass, we would still be spending $70 on all these games and less money in our pockets so that we can live better lives. So in that sense alone, Game Pass digital is by far better than physical. But anyways, guys, that's it for me. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Let me know what you think about this forever physical hashtag. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Are you somebody who loves physical? Are you somebody who loves digital? Where do you play? Do you love Game Pass? Or are you somebody out there who is not going to subscribe to any of these subscription services because of what PlayStation is doing by taking off their legacy titles from these stores? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you're new here and you like what you see throughout this video, I'd really appreciate you hitting that subscribe button to help this channel grow and help grow this community so we can have great conversations in the comments below. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video.